Hello everyone, so for today's video I'm going to show you how to make 3 different types of ceilings in Revit. Quick, easy, fast, let's go. So on your ceiling plan, as you can see here, just click the ceiling button that's in the architecture tab, and you're going to go to sketch ceiling. And the first ceiling I'm going to show you how to do is a drop ceiling. This is a quick and easy way to add dimension to your ceiling. So first you need a base. And make sure to pick your ceiling material before you start designing. I don't know what this basic generic is, but do not pick that at all. So I'm actually just going to do this basic chipboard on metal stud. So just draw your ceiling for the whole outline of your floor plan. Okay, so as you can see, I have this pink outline showing that I have my ceiling. So make sure you have your ceiling height at whatever you want it to be. I want mine at 10 feet, so that's what I'm going to set it as. And then I'm going to click the check mark. And as you can see in the 3D view, we have our ceiling right here. My walls are 10 feet, and so this base ceiling is also going to be 10 feet. Going back to the ceiling plan to resume the drop ceiling, go to architecture, ceiling, and now we're going to do the actual dropped part. So typically they come in an outline border. So for the border, you basically just outline your floor plan again, and you're going to offset it however thick you want it to be. So I'm going to do 18 inches, and you're going to offset each of those outlines like so. And then I'm going to press TR on my keyboard or go to the trim extend corner tool and basically trim these corners. Now we're going to click the check mark. Click this section tool right here. Literally draw a section. Go to the section view. And you can see, if you highlight the base ceiling, you can see where the drop ceiling cut we just made cuts into it. So tab to that on your keyboard and click it, and then click the move tool and move it down. So as you can see, it has now dropped to show a drop ceiling. But that's a little too thin, so we're going to change the thickness. So just click the drop ceiling, go to edit type, duplicate, because we do not want to change the base ceiling. If we don't duplicate it and change the thickness, this will also change the thickness of the base ceiling, and we don't want that because we want them to be 2 different types. So duplicate it, and you can change it to drop ceiling or whatever name you want it to be. Now we're going to go to edit, and for the thickness, you can literally make it whatever you want. I'm just going to do 1 foot. And I'm going to do that by dividing up the finish and the structure thickness. But you can split it up however you want to. Now I'm going to click apply. Okay. Go back to the section because the thickness does affect the movement and the drop height. So now, as you can see, that is typically what a drop ceiling looks like. I'm just going to do a little aerial view. Moving on, next I'm going to show you how to make a beam ceiling. Now instead of deleting this whole thing, I'm just going to click edit boundary and just change the boundary of what the shape is. It's basically just creating wooden beams or whatever material beams you want on your ceiling. So take the rectangle tool, draw them to whatever thickness you want, select it, press CO on your keyboard to copy it over. One main thing when doing a beam ceiling, when you're nearing to the end, you don't really want this space right here. You want to finish that off. So make sure you even them out, have your measurements right. I'm just showing you by sample how to do it, but of course this is for a real project. Just make sure your measurements are right. so that you don't have an open space on the end. Take the entire bottom of these remaining and drag it down. Now I'm going to click the check mark, and remember, however far you want it to drop, make sure you change the height offset here. And now if you go to the 3D view, as you can see, you've got beamed ceilings. Telling you all, this is really simple. You just gotta have it in your head what you want. Make sure that you change the name. So like for this one, I kept it as drop, but in reality, I would duplicate and rename it to beamed ceiling. Coffer ceilings are basically different layers of recessed panels. You can add as many layers as you want, but just for time, I'm gonna only do 2 layers. So first, I'm gonna go to Architecture tab, Ceiling. I'm gonna lay the grid for the coffer ceilings, and then I'm just gonna go here to change that type of ceiling, and I already have it labeled coffer. So now I have the grid laid out. I'm just gonna click the check mark, and I'm gonna go to the section view, and I'm just gonna click the move tool and drag it down so that it can be dropped. And so right now, this is what it looks like, and now I'm gonna go in and add the second layer. For this one, I'm going to edit the type, duplicate it, and make it a little bit thinner than the grid I just made. Now I'm going to sketch the ceiling and go inside all of these grid spaces and make new panels. Now I'm going to click the check mark, and I'm going to go to the section view again, and I'm going to click the move tool, and I'm going to drag that. This is a coffer style ceiling. Great way to elevate the space in an elegant way. You can also add more layers if you want to really emphasize that coffer style. But just show you an example of how to even do it, I've only done 2 layers. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. God bless.